Hey, what's up guys, my name is Rishabh and you are watching Everyone's Story. So today in this video, I'm going to rank 10 strongest non-legendary Psychic type Pokemon. Since I had already ranked 15 different types of Pokemon, so if you want, then be sure to check out those videos also. Link of the playlist is in the description box area. And just like my previous videos, Pokemons were ranked on the basis of their power level, base stats, anime appearance, and their fans following. And I had not included any legendary, mythical, or ultra beast Pokemon in this list. Since there is a lot to discuss, but before that, I want you guys to like the video as a motivation purpose for me. Now without wasting any time, let me jump straight to the video. Okay, number 10, Malamar. It's a dark and psychic type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 6 as the final evolution of Inkay. So a very decent balanced stats Pokemon, whose attacking power is good. But his defense and speed is only nice, still in overall it's a good Pokemon for competitive battles. Because it wields the most compelling hypnotic powers of any Pokemon, and it can force any other Pokemon to do whatever he wants. Also with the help of its some good movesets, like Hypnosis, Night Slash, Light Screen, and Psychic, it can take down various opponents easily. Now number 9, Jynx. It's a nice and Psychic type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 1 as the final evolution of Smoochum. So it's have a powerful special attack, and special defense with a good speed too. Which simply make her a very good Pokemon for any competitive and hard battles. With some of her powerful moves like Ice Punch, Light Screen, Confusion Ray, Ice Beam, and Psychic Terrain. Although number 8, Galarian Rapidash. It's a Psychic and Fairy type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 8 as the final evolution of Galarian Ponyta. So a very fast Pokemon, whose attacking power and defensive capability is also very good. Plus, with the typing of Fairy and Psychic, it's have some powerful moves in its arsenal, like Confusion Ray, Mega Horn, Psycho Cut, Psybeam, and Dazzling Gleam. Which makes her a very good Pokemon for competitive and long battles. Since Galarian Rapidash also have her ability named Pastel Veil, which can protect her from poison. Now number 7, Galarian Slowking. It's a poison and Psychic type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 8 as the final evolution of Galarian Slowpoke. So another Galarian form Pokemon that make it to this list, because of its incredible attacking power and defensive capability. Since its speed is decent kind of, but it doesn't affect him much, as he generally prefer long distance moves, like Eerie Spell, Acid Attack, Confusion Ray, Wonder Room, and Hyper Beam. Plus, it have an amazing ability named Own Tempo, that prevent him to get confused. Now number 6, Delphox. It's a fire and Psychic type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 6 as the final evolution of Fennekin. So a powerful offensive and defensive Pokemon, with a high speed too. However, maybe Delphox is underrated, but still you can't ignore the fact that it's a very good Pokemon for competitive battles. Since by using her psychic power, Delphox can generate a fiery vortex of 5400 degrees Fahrenheit, which she can use in battle to get an instant win. Also it has some awesome movesets, like Flamethrower, Future Sight, Psybeam, Magic Room, and Mystical Fire. Although number 5, Mr. Rime. It's a nice and Psychic type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 8 as the final evolution of Mine Jr. So another Galar Pokemon in this list, who have a high attacking power, with a good defensive capability. Since it's a dancing Pokemon, that's why he releases its psychic power from the pattern on its belly, and it waves its cane of ice in time, with its graceful movements. Plus, it also has some powerful moves, like Light Screen, Hypnosis, Ice Beam, Hyper Beam, and Dazzling Gleam. Now number 4, Metagross. It's a Steel and Psychic type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 3 as the final evolution of Beldum. So a great sweeper of this list, whose attacking power and defensive capability is humongous. However, its speed is decent, but his powerful body can handle a lots of damage, and at the same time can attack with great power. Since to be honest, this Pokemon is the strongest Pokemon of this list, but the problem is that, he doesn't use much of his psychic ability, he generally rely on his steel typing. Whatever he has some good psychic type moves, like Confusion Ray, Psycho Cut, and Zen Headbutt. Now number 3, Gardevoir. It's a Psychic and Fairy type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 3 as the final evolution of Ralts. So one of the most famous Psychic type Pokemon, who is a great attacker, with a high defense and speed. Since this Pokemon have the ability to sense the upcoming danger, and to protect her trainer, she could unleash its psychokinetic energy at full power. However, because of its unique typing, and with the help of his awesome moves like Psybeam, Confusion Ray, Shadow Ball, Light Screen, and Dazzling Gleam, it's become a great Pokemon for any situation battle. Although number 2, Espeon. It's a pure Psychic type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 2 as one of the evolutionary form of Eevee. So another famous Psychic type Pokemon, whose attacking power, defensive capability, and speed all are very high. Plus, it can instantaneously sense its opponent's movements by feeling air currents with its fine fur, that results that it is very difficult to hit her directly. Also, as being a pure Psychic type Pokemon, it's have a tons of Psychic type moves in its arsenal, like Confusion Ray, Vedi Dolai, Psybeam, Power Swap, Light Screen, and Magic Room. Now finally number 1, Alakazam. It's another pure Psychic type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 1 as the final evolution of Abra. So the original Psychic type Pokemon, who is also the strongest, with his high offensive and defensive capability, which coincides with high speed too. Since its highly developed brain is better than a supercomputer, which results that it can learn all forms of Psychic abilities. Means there is no Psychic type moves, and abilities is there, that Alakazam can't learn. So thus, Alakazam is the strongest non-legendary Psychic type Pokemon. And now that's all for this video. I hope you guys had enjoyed it, so don't forget to subscribe this channel and hit that bell icon, to get more this type of related videos in future. Also be sure to check out my other ranking type videos, link of the playlist is in the description box area and also in the I button.